Beneath every great city in the old world waits another city of tunnels, plague, and teeth. The rot has been there for centuries, and it's almost ready to come up. They call themselves the Skaven, the children of the horned rat. The wider world barely calls them anything at all, because the wider world refuses to believe they exist. That denial is the first weapon in their arsenal. For thousands of years, this rat-kin civilization has been digging beneath the old world. They've hollowed out a whole second map under the one we know. Their tunnels twist under every street and city you've ever heard a fable about. At the top of their twisted hierarchy stand the Grey Seers. They are horned sorcerer priests who speak for their god and who very rarely speak the truth. Beneath the seers sprawl the great clans. Each one is richer in poison and treachery than the last. Every clan schemes against each other because in Skaven culture, the knife in your brother's back is a love letter. Then there's their god. Most fantasy gods take the showy domains, the fire and the undeath and the howling battle rage. The horned rat took something quieter. He took the slow rot of plague. He took the gnawing of paranoia. He took the 13th seat at every council that nobody wanted to acknowledge. For most of history, the other chaos gods barely tolerated him at the table. They considered him a minor power. To them, he was a vermin deity, a footnote in the great cosmic war. Then the end times finally came. Then the world started to crack. And in that cracking, the horned rat finally swelled into something monstrous. He became a fifth great power of chaos, equal at last to those who looked down on him. Which brings us to a small town called Ubersreich. The Skaven don't want to sack the city. They want to inherit the whole thing. In their vision, every city above ground becomes the new ceiling of their under-empire. Every cathedral, every market, every cobbled street becomes their roof. The rats aren't invading the surface. They're waiting for us to finish building it for them.